Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by again. Today, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about 3 great vintage watches you could buy for under $1,000. This is going to include a solid 14 karat gold watch. So you guys know that as far as I had this channel, I want to try to convey that message to you guys. Stop looking at the trends. Stop looking at where everybody's looking. The best deals are to be had where no one's looking. The best deals for you to buy a good watch is to buy watches that nobody really wants. And why? Because what nobody wants today, somebody's going to want tomorrow. That's been the case in watch collecting forever, or as far as I can remember. Now, guys, I haven't been collecting watches for just a few years. I'm not a new collector. I've been in this for a long, long time. And I think I got a little bit of knowledge when I'm saying whatever you buy today that is not popular will become popular eventually. Why? Because that's where the money's at. That's where people are going to start buying watches that are not hyped enough, that the prices are so low right now that they could buy an incredible watches like the 3 I'm going to give you. And when other people start coming to this side, they start hyping these watches. Once they start hyping these type of watches that nobody wants today, they're going to become popular tomorrow. It happened with the Submariners. It happened with the sports watches. A few decades ago, nobody wanted sports Rolex. And the people that wanted the dressy Datejust, the dressy other watches, they all ganged up on those type of watches, and they made it very expensive. What was inexpensive a few decades ago? Submariner was inexpensive. Daytonas were actually inexpensive 3-4 decades ago. So those watches started to become popular. Why? Because people that couldn't afford the Datejust started buying these until they made them popular enough to where the boom was created on the sports Rolex watches. So guys, again, look where no one's looking. That is going to be your best option. I got 3 watches here for you guys, 3 vintage watches. The rules for these 3 vintage watches are they have to be on Chrono24, eBay, or any other website on a buy it now price, not an auction. They have to be a buy it now price, or they have to be recently sold. So the 3 watches that I got for you guys, 2 are available for sale as of January of 2020. I don't know when you're going to be watching this video 2 years from now. So January 2020, these watches are available. I got the 3 off of eBay, and it wasn't really hard to get these 3 vintage watches. And like I said, a solid gold watch is included here. So the first watch was recently sold in October for $200. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this incredible Omega black dial 34 millimeters, and you can see this watch sold for the incredible amount of $200. Whoever bought this watch got a great deal on the watch, $200, and if they have to separate another $150 for service, they're still going to be in the green on this watch. It's a smaller watch. It's a 34 millimeter watch. But if you're looking at this video, you know that vintage are smaller sizes. So we're not going to get the big, bulky, big watches. But for those watches, you could look at my other video. I'll leave a link up here that I did for 5 or 6 modern watches for under $1,000. So a full collection for under $1,000. I'll leave the link up here for that video if you're interested more in modern watches. But as far as vintage watches, this Omega black dial is an incredible buy. But this one was sold in October of 2019. Now, guys, this is going to be my favorite pick. Nobody is looking at these watches. This is a Bulova Accutron with a tuning fork. These watches are incredible. This watch, I don't know if the description said it was a 36 millimeters, but these watches were so big, they're bulky, they're chunky. These watches are a brick of gold. This watch is $595. I guarantee you that with the price of gold today, this watch has at least $550 worth of scrap gold. That means you're buying a nice watch for $45 plus whatever tax now in 2020 eBay is charging. I left room for that. I left room for taxes. So my second pick, like I said, is this Bulova Accutron. Beautiful watch. Just don't wear it at night because they hum so hard that you will not be able to sleep at night. Believe me, the tuning forks are so loud on this watch, but it's just a joy to hear them going on and on and on, guys. These watches, especially in gold, You buy them and nobody can fix them nowadays, but that's okay. You're buying this watch basically for scrap value. The day it doesn't work or you get sick of it, and if you can't sell it, and if you held on to it for a year or two, believe me, with the prices of gold going up and up and up, you'll probably end up making more of a profit on this watch than on any other watch out there in the market. So buy this watch for this price, wear it for 2 years, you'll make a profit. I guarantee you that. My third watch, we're all going to need a everyday beater watch, a watch that you could go in the water, a watch that you could do anything with it. So what am I going to go with my third watch on my 3-watch collection for under $1,000? This Timex reference gear digital analog. This watch is from the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, I want to say. Guys, they're asking $50 for this watch. This is an incredible piece that you could do basically anything. And now you have a well-rounded 3-watch collection for under $1,000. It's $850, but I left a little bit of room for taxes, like I said. So even if you need a little bit of service on the Omega, you still have a little bit of budget left on that. The Accutron, you're not going to need service. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, those are the two options you have with Accutron. Not a lot of people service them, and if they do, they want a lot of money, so it's really not worth it on these types of watches. And Accutrons, what I found is that you could buy a well-working mechanism for like about $40 to $60. I just swap the mechanisms on these watches, and then you have another Accutron for another bunch of years left. So, guys, like I said, the purpose of this channel is to make smart buyers, not trendy buyers. If you want to go with the trends, there's a lot of channels out there that you could see what's hot out there and buy whatever over premium watches they're selling out there in the market. Also, the purpose of this channel that I've always, since I built this channel, what I wanted to is don't go and buy your watches from Sleazy and Keezy out there that are asking, $12,000 for an old beat up Omega. Then that watch is not a deal anymore. It's just a piece of crap at that price. What makes these watches a good watch is if you keep the price at a minimum. If you could buy a great watch for very little money, that makes it a great watch. Once you got to pay, some jewelry store outrageous premium on the watch, it makes it a crappy watch. So guys, I hope you get something out of this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and take care, everybody.